Hello, everyone. My name is Jenny, and it's so nice to be back with all of you. Thanks to everybody who likes and comments and subscribes. If you wouldn't mind, if you don't get a notification, if you could leave that in the comments, I would appreciate it. I still haven't gotten a notification for the last video I uploaded. And once you fall into AI hell on YouTube, it's hard to get going again. I'm going to try to be back every week because I have time in my schedule now to do that. So that's good. And I like talking to you guys and all of you who've been asking about signing up for different sessions. And I was telling you, please wait because I'm going to change things on my website. I did. And I have a lot of new offerings on the website. And I changed some prices and time, amounts of time for sessions, things like that. So, yeah, so you could check that out if you want to book a session with me. And then also, I'll talk about the Neptune Jupiter conjunction that we have coming up, but it's coming up. It will be exact on April 12th. A lot of us are already feeling that. I know a lot of people have been super tired. That's one of the manifestations. But, Jupiter and Neptune come together in Pisces every 150 years. It's the traditional and modern ruler of that sign. That sign is the infinite possibilities, opportunities, and potential. The planet's a planet of manifesting with Jupiter. I really feel like it would be wrong if we didn't have some sort of manifesting meeting. So it'll be a little bit different than the other meetings that I've done. This one we're going to conjure, Metatron is saying, bringing, what we would like into the ethers so that we can pull it into our reality, practicing, feeling he's saying unrestrained and fulfillment of joy when we wish upon the stars, is what he's saying. So I scheduled that meeting for April 12th. That's the day that it is exact. And like I said, it's every 150 years. We don't even get this every lifetime. So it would be really good if you could make that. If you can't do something on your own, have a little manifesting ceremony by yourself. So we've got a big month coming. April, a lot of the planets changing signs and big stuff happening. Saturn and Mars meeting in Aquarius, and then Venus moving into her sign of exaltation. No longer in mutual reception with Uranus in her sign of Taurus, but it's going to be a big month. And this, what you have to remember, even, no matter what is going on in your chart, that with the energies the way that they are right now, whatever we focus on is going to happen. So if you're going through, like trials or like literal trials or, whatever you have happening right now, really, if you can just practice daily, like releasing fear in connection with any of it. And he's talking about harvesting promises. And looking at, like all of the things that we've wished for, and bringing those to watching those come to fruition now. So yeah, it's a great time to manifest whatever it is, that is close to your heart. So we're going to talk about the astrology for, the beginning of April going up into the full moon that we have coming in Libra. I want to mention about that full moon in Libra that happens on the 16th of April, that full moon is at 27 degrees and change, about 28 degrees of Libra. It's going to be square Pluto and opposing the sun, who is with Aries. And so that is a very volatile energy. In the universal chart, the moon is on the ascendant. And then there was something else. Oh, yeah, that day Mercury is going to cozy up to Uranus as well. So that's a big full moon that we have coming. I should have checked to see if that was a super full moon, but I don't believe so. I'll let you guys know in the next video. So now we're going to talk about the new moon in Aries that we have on the 1st of April. Unless you're Pacific Standard Time, it's April 1st. In London, it's at 7:24 a.m., Sydney 5:24 p.m., and Central Standard Time, it's 1:24 a.m. And this full moon, or new moon, of course, in Aries, which is the first sign that we, in the tropical zodiac, this is the sign of beginnings, right? Fire, ruled by Mars, of course. Mars, at the time of the new moon, is cozied up there with Saturn. You can see Mars is the little guy with the arrow poking out, and he is just 1 degree away from Saturn. So I would say, just for the purposes of manifesting, always good to, have the idea come. I don't know if I would kick it right into gear at that point, because most of, whenever Mars and Saturn, Mars wants to go, 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 and Saturn is stop. And he is the traditional ruler of Aquarius. And so in that sign, of course, Mars is answering to him and to Uranus. But because of you see in the universal chart where the sun and moon are in Aries, they're together. They're with Chiron and Mercury as well. And that is Pallas Athena on the other side there. And that's in the 12th house in the universal chart. So that says that it is going to be like more an idea. Just before, like really a lot of you who are sensitive are probably feeling this today. I just had an email I was like, oh, all right, okay. Venus is square the nodes of fate. So I'm making this on the 28th. That's exact on the 30th, but of course we feel things before they're exact. And so Venus is square the nodes. She's, by the way, ruling the north node of fate because the north node is in Taurus and Venus rules Taurus. So whenever Venus is squaring the nodes, then, it's good to make a shift in, you could do something just to kind of make yourself feel pampered. You might want to change up like a food habit, drop a partner. She's square the north node. So most likely it'll be something that is released just before we move into the new moon energy. The moon is square to Pluto. And so it's really important it's not, it's quintile. And so it's very important whenever that aspect is going on that there's something to release. It could have to do with the way that you make money, feelings of worthiness, something of worth, or, just changing up a habit, a routine that's stale. Because Pluto is at the end of Capricorn. So, then you can have that kind of like, this is the way I've always done it. But the reason that Metatron titled this video, The Fortune Favors the Bold, is because Venus is in a semi-square to this new moon energy. And of course, Venus rules money too. And so, and with Mars, with Saturn like that, it's like, and Saturn also relates to the past. And the way that Saturn and Mars are speaking with Jupiter and Neptune and Pisces, it just says the old way is done. The old, whatever it is, wherever, all of these planets clumped up together here from the end of Capricorn to the middle of Taurus, wherever those signs, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, wherever that falls in your chart, that quadrant, something needs to change, needs to let go so that there can be an improvement. Uranus and Taurus is about what it is that we value, how valued do we feel. So that will be, it's really like whatever you're cooking up, if you can add like a different, he's talking about finesse. If you can finesse it up a little bit, give it a little bit of fire, a little bit of magic. So it is a really nice new moon. I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna, start right away, I would wait until I'll get into the rest of the astrology. But the Sabian symbol for where Mars is, because Mars is ruling the new moon, and Mars will be at 20 degrees of Aquarius. It's the white dove, bringing a message, Holy Spirit. So, and then also the Omega symbol is wind carving sand, like carving sculptures of sand through the desert. So, something that brings change, brings beauty, makes you feel good. He's talking about, being proud of yourself, feeling proud of yourself for everything that, we've gone through. These last years have not been easy, right? And so it'll be anything to do with partner communication. It's a new chapter, or in some cases, depending on what's happening in your chart, it's a whole new book. Could be even a move. And then Venus will move into Pisces on April 5th. At the same time, Mars is moving past Saturn while this is going on, and Jupiter is in a semi-sextile to the Saturn-Mars conjunction. So that will be some kind of compromise and adjustment. Like I said, it most likely will have to do with partners, or even, employers count as partners, or maybe like negotiating something that has to do with money, financial, like evaluating finances, but a little adjustment will need to be made about that time. On April 8th, then Jupiter is in a very nice sextile to the North Node in Taurus. So that's a very harmonious energy. And at that point, then, Mars will have moved far enough away from Saturn. The April 9th is the first quarter moon. So that's a good day, to do, like, put an effort or take a step toward whatever it is that you want to manifest with this new moon energy, to make a move. April 11th, then, Mercury moves into Taurus. And on April 15th, Mars moves into Pisces. And then on the 15th, Mars, Venus, Neptune, Jupiter will all be in Pisces. And so, with Pisces, it's like we can feel like sad. It can be sad. But it can also be like filled with hope. It's so important right now to watch our vibrations and where we're going, because this energy, it's like a vortex. If we're feeling really good and really up, it's only going to improve. And if we allow, that fear to take hold and start obsessing about what's wrong, we're going to go very quickly down. And then we have that full moon that I talked about, that giant full moon in Libra coming. But the 12th would be a wonderful day. Like anytime, and always Metatron says, never the wrong time to do the right thing. So if you're like asked about would you like to, help this person out, or do you need help with this, and it's not April 9th yet, then obviously it's go time anyway. But yeah, I'm just saying that when Mars is ruling the new moon and he's right up against Saturn, it might be a good idea just to wait, because Saturn will usually he always wants us Metatron is saying prioritize, what is most important to you, like with that Uranus and Taurus, like what do you value? And he wants to make sure when he's in Aquarius that this is something that is beneficial for all that is. Really, the desires of our heart, unless that desire is to hurt someone, usually is for the best for all that is. I wanted to mention that when the last time that Jupiter and Neptune came together, there was the cholera outbreak. Obviously, now we're having our own thing going on, hopefully petering out. And the blues music, started like becoming more popular. Of course, in the United States, we were about to move into Civil War time, right? So we just have that kind of right now without guns, just information wars. But yeah, it's a really fertile energy, in that, quintile to Pluto, just really important because it's in the 12th house, and the symbol has to do with communication, listen to what the incoming messages. You know, you have Pallas Athena and Mercury working with that new moon energy. So information may come to light like in the days that follow, may come that day as well. But yeah, so that's all I have for you guys for today. And I will talk to you next week. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone at the in the Metatron course tomorrow. And hopefully a lot of you on the 12th of April. I did 2222 because I like that number for manifesting. And if you don't do it with me, then, you know, have your own little ceremony or do something to celebrate this magical conjunction that only comes along every 150 years. If you look in the show more box, the description box below the video, or you hit the arrow on your phone that's right under the video on the your right, you'll be able to link to the website to book for that. And I look forward to talking to you all next week. Maybe we'll do a reading and do something different that we haven't done for a while. All right, you guys, sending you so much love. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.